Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's look, we're gonna have some fun with white eyeliner. Now, I've been seeing this trend happen a lot on Instagram, so I decided to go for it. I'm going to do the white eyeliner look, but in a dark, kind of edgy, spunky way. So first I'm gonna go ahead and first use my Juvias Place foundation. I like to dig it with my finger and apply it on each side of my face, and then I go ahead and rub that in with my fingers. I noticed that the lighting was a little bit off because I do live on the top floor and I don't believe in curtains, so the sun was just really making it hard to see how the colors were blending. Doja Cat, of course. So going in with the Fenty Beauty Concealer, I'm going to go ahead and dot that on my under eyes. I love this concealer. I promise you, when I tap it with my finger, it just blends so flawlessly and the coverage is like insane. I honestly feel like I get better coverage when I use my finger compared to either a beauty blender or with a brush. So now I'm going to go in with this big fluffy powder brush and with my Mercier with my Mercier powder in the shade Honey. And this time I used the fluffy brush and I put it all over my face with the Mercier. In my past videos I was just only putting it in the under eye, but I don't know, I just wanted to try putting it on the face, and I really love the way it smooths out everything. It doesn't take away too much color from my face, I guess because the honey color, but I've been really loving this routine and I've been doing this every day. Look at that, it just literally smooths it out like baby skin, and I've been so in love with this routine. As I was blending, I heard this song. It sounded really interesting. I wanted to know what the name of that was. So now going in with my CoverGirl bronzer, I'm going to go ahead and put that on my cheekbones, the sides of my nose, and on top of my eyelids. I started off using the wrong brush. I realized it a little bit later, and then I switched to the brush that I normally use, which is like a flathead brush. Again, playing with the lighting because the sun definitely tried to play me while I was doing my video. And here comes the switch I was talking about. It took a while before I noticed that I was using the wrong brush. I was wondering why the color wasn't coming on so strong. With this brush, I feel like the color comes on way stronger and it takes less effort. Now going in with my blush, I used the Milani blush again, and the color I use is Nude Kiss. And I go ahead and dab that on my cheeks, across my nose, and on my eyelids. And I'm very generous with the blush. I just love that flushed look. I like it both actually in the summer and the winter, because the summer you get hot, you get flushed. In the winter you get cold, you look flushed. Time for the white liner. So for the liner I use the Wet n Wild You're Always Whitened pencil liner, opposed to a liquid white liner. I just felt like, since this was my first time experimenting with the white liner, I felt I'd have better precision with a pencil, and it worked out perfect. So I started the line really light. Once I felt comfortable with the way it turned out, that's when I decided to darken it up and really intensify the white color. So for me, I decided a thicker white line would be best because I do have hooded eyes. So I went on the natural hood curve of my eyelid. So that way when my eyes are opened, it kind of gives it like that winged look. So now I'm going to go ahead with my Selena Gomez liquid liner, and I'm going to do the slightest, thinnest line right above my lash line, super, super thin, just to really make my eyes very almond cat-like. Think of it more like a shadow in a sense. You see how it just, that one line naturally just brings out that sharper cat look? And so I did that on both sides, really, really, really thin once again. Now once I'm done with the top, I also do a very light line underneath the eye, like where my bottom lash line is, and I do that about halfway to the eye, not all the way across. Once I applied the white liner, I felt like my cheeks could be a little more bronzy, so I'm just gonna go ahead and add a little more bronzer on top of the blush and the bronzer we already have. All right, once we're all bronzy, I go ahead and wipe my lips. I did have some chapstick on there and I want it to mattify it. So I can go ahead with a brown lip liner and fill my lips in with the brown color. So once our lips are nice and brown, I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of mascara. And the mascara that I've been using, which is my favorite, is the CoverGirl Exhibitionist, the uncensored, and the color I use is Extreme Black. So it is Friday night and I will be going out and taking some photos. So I decided to just accentuate my jawline. So I've went ahead and added some bronzer to the bottom of my jawline just to sharpen it out a little more. and automatically it sharpens, and I put a little more around my mouth just to really give that bronzy look. Now going in with the Becca Cosmetics, I use the highlighter and I put that on the tip of my nose and on my Cupid's bow. Now, if you've seen my previous videos, you know I love to do my eyebrows last. For some reason, I don't know. I just feel like they'll get messed up if I do them first. So last but not least, here I go with my NYX pencil, and the shade I use is Ebony, and I'm gonna go ahead and fill in my brow. I draw a line on the bottom, and then I draw a line on the top, and then I fill in the rest and blend it out. I use my Anastasia Beverly Hills brow gel. I use the clear one, and I go ahead and brush up the front and smooth down the sides. And that, my friends, is the final look. I hope you enjoyed. If you did enjoy this video, please like and subscribe so you can get notifications for future videos to come. Bye, guys.